Welcome everybody to this webinar, which is completely and utterly focused to the Wealth Boss Global Launch, which is taking place in Mexico in Santa Fe from the March the 1st through to March the 3rd. We're very excited that the countdown has begun. We have 17 days and counting to run into the event. So there's an awful lot going on. We're delighted with the event as it's taking shape, and we'll be talking to you about ways and means that you guys can get plugged into that. First of all, let me welcome everybody to the call. Please put in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from, so we've got an idea of where in the world that you are. And whilst you're doing that, I'd like to welcome Michael Faust and my partner Kerry to the call. Hi guys.
Welcome everyone, great to be here.
Good to see you, Michael, and thanks for tuning in. We've got an awful lot of information to share with everybody today. While you're putting the information in the chat, and we're welcoming you, I'm going to go through the agenda shortly and just give you an idea of what we're going to cover. It's going to be pretty fast and furious and to the point. And of course, remember that you're going to get a recording of this, which I really would encourage you, probably more so than ever, to share with your prospects, your friends, your family, your downline, your free members in your current eyeline business. Make sure they understand the transition between eyeline and Wealth Boss and get everybody plugged in. Welcome to David Kessler from Texas. David's flying into the event. Delighted that you're coming, David. Looking forward to seeing you there. Rocky Pfeffer from Houston. Deborah Williams. Michael Rivera from LA. Jason's here from Atlanta. Welcome, Jason. Jane Greenwood. Let's have a look. Kerry, of course, is here. She's in the other room. Tracy Lillis is tuned in from Brisbane, Australia. We've got Gordon from Idaho Falls. Rachel Kelders in BC, British Columbia in Canada. I think Jane Greenwood is asking whether or not there's a way that somebody can call in. I see in the questions. I'll come back and deal with that in a second. Michelle Ware from Adelaide is here. Robert Skinner from Vancouver. We've got Kevin Miller in Denver. Hi, Kevin. Anne from Vancouver in BC. Glenn Oster from Panama. Glenn, we expect you to be. If you're in Panama, you're just around the corner from the event. Haven't seen your ticket reservation yet. Maybe after what we show you, you'll get that done today. Tom Thomas from Toronto. Daniel Jackson from New Zealand. Welcome, Daniel. Ken Elliott from Springfield, and many more. I'm not going to keep running through because we're going to have hundreds. We have over 200 people registered for this webinar today, 76 on the call at the moment, but we want to get up and running pretty quickly. So let me go through what we're going to cover for you. We're going to get straight into a 6-minute business overview so that anybody that is here for the first time has got a good understanding in literally 6 minutes of what this business is about. We're also going to tell you why you should be opening an account if you haven't already got one, and opening one today, sooner rather than later. Michael's going to tell you all the reasons as to why you should be at the event and seeing the event live. Michael's been there previously. He's going to tell you his personal experiences of what he took away from going to the event, or an event he was at, Columbia Live. We're going to take you through to the tickets and show you where you can get your tickets and give you a couple of questions. We'd like your participation so that we can feed some information back to the corporate team. We've got 3 questions we'd like to ask you and get your input on what your thoughts are on a couple of aspects that we are looking to integrate. We're going to take you through an ability and a way that you can leverage the event to the maximum, a way that you will be able to explode your existing
Lost you there, Lee, sorry. You're on fire there, got you on twice. Just be patient, everyone. This Lee just gets himself sorted out, come back onto the call. See more and more people coming in.
Michael?
There we go. I got you back. Yeah.
No, I don't know what that was. It all went black and all came back again instantly. So maybe there was an internet blip anyway. So we'll keep rolling.
I'm seeing two of you and two of Kerry in the room, but that's
a good thing, Michael. Not a bad thing.
No worries.
Okay. Going on from that, I don't know where you lost me, but Kerry's going to take you through an excellent way for you to be able to leverage the live event and grow your business by a very, very simple technique. So please stay tuned for that. Everything's moving around and sorting itself out in front of us as we talk. I'm going to take you through, together with Kerry and Michael, a new tool, an outstanding tool. And I think when you see it, you're going to be extremely impressed. It's going to enable you to share the live event very, very easily via text, email, or messenger to all of the contacts that you currently have in your phone or on your emails and so on. That's red hot off of the press. It came in this morning, and we're going to get a glance of that. And Kerry is then going to tell you the benefits and the reasons why you want to get your own version of that sooner rather than later. We're going to talk briefly about Meals for Hope. We'll then recap the webinar and leave you with one final question right at the end, which we'd like your feedback on. So let's get cracking. I want to get in and give you this 6-minute overview for those that are new to Wealth Boss. We're going to refer to Wealth Boss, formerly Eyeline, because the new branding and the global launch is taking place literally in 17 days. So let's bring up the slides, and hopefully you'll be able to see those. Okay, Michael, if you could let me know that you can see the screen all right.
Not sharing yet. Still waiting. There we go. That's something up now.
You can see something that I can't at the moment because I haven't got the slides in front of me. There we go. It came and went.
I can see a black screen at the moment.
Let's try that again.
Webinar Jan's giving you some fun this morning. I can see you coming and going all the time.
Yeah, interesting. Not sure what's going on. Let's just try and bring that slide back up.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. Technology is great when everything goes according to plan. And we do these hundreds of these webinars, and they normally go like clockwork, and then the one you want it to. But we do appreciate you joining us from where you've come from.
I may do this the other way around because as fast as I'm loading the presentation, it's going the other way. So let me bring it up in PowerPoint, and we'll see if we can do it that way. Yeah. It's not liking that at all. Let's just shut some of these windows down, and we'll drop in. Bear with me a second, guys, while we get that loaded up for you, and we'll get on.
It's good to see more people coming. People from Mexico, from the UK, Illinois, Australia. Okay. From Japan. Surely a global audience. So bear with us, folks. Another minute or so will be underway. We appreciate you hanging around. It will be worth your while. Trust me. It's
Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully that doesn't create chaos on Webinar Jam, and make sure that everybody can see that okay.
Good thing it's giving people a bit more time to join us. We've got more and more people coming in all the time.
Well, there is that. Let me know you can see the PowerPoint okay, Michael?
Yep, all good. I can see your PowerPoint screen.
Okay.
Actually, just disappeared. Just disappeared again. It's gone black again.
All right. Yeah. Shouldn't be. Should be good.
Yeah, I can sit back again. Yep.
Just going up to large screen. That's on small version. Is it? You're getting a lot of white around that window?
Yep. Yeah, I am. Yep.
I've gone to large.
And it's just gone black.
So all right. Anybody else see that okay? Make sure it might just be a presenter. If you could just put in the chat that you can currently see a full screen with a boat on it with Secrets of the Wealthy.
Yeah, I can just see a black screen.
I can't see the chat at the moment. If you can just watch the chat, Michael, and if people say yes, they can see it, then I'll press
black screen. Looks like it's all black. Yeah.
Okay, so let me come out to that. All right. So well, we're going to do it in a smaller version.
Yeah, maybe just make it a little bit larger in terms of the size of the slide. Maybe just expand it a little bit if you can. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I'm going to run through with what we've got for fear of upsetting it. So hopefully you can see on here. Let's get underway. I'm sorry about the glitches, but that's the joys of technology. Let me start with a disclaimer before we get underway. This presentation has been prepared solely for informational purposes and is not an offer to buy or sell or solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any security, product, service, or investment, nor is it intending to provide tax, legal, or accounting advice. Investments in the crypto market should be considered high-risk placements. The opinions expressed in this presentation do not constitute advice, and independent advice should be sought from a suitable qualified professional relative to your personal circumstances. So the first principle of wealth creation is to become an investor and put your money to work so it makes you more money. It has been stated many times by experts that around 97% of people work for 3% of the population, while that same 3% own 97% of the wealth in the world. Now, according to the secrets of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the Cash Flow Quadrant, is to get to the investor quadrant as quickly as you can and use your money to create passive income. Now, the second principle of wealth creation is compounding. And here we see an example where a penny a day doubling each day becomes $5.3 million in 30 days. Just think about that. If you took one penny and doubled it every day, within 30 days, you'd have 5.3 million. That is the power of compounding, and certainly something that's very relevant to this business. Now, the secrets of the wealthy are the following simple steps. You put your money to work so it creates passive income. You compound your profits to accelerate wealth creation, and then you simply repeat the process. So where can you put your money to work? Well, one option is Wall Street, of course. Now, $10,000 in the S&P 500 back in 2010 will be worth approximately $24,800 now. Where else can you put your money to work? Well, what about gold? Well, that's going the wrong way. $10,000 purchased at the same time, July 2010, will be worth approximately $8,900 today. So not maybe the soundest of investments. Where else? Well, you could leave it in the bank. The same 10,000 tucked away in your favorite banking institution from 2010 now would be worth a staggering $10,048. Some serious profits. I wonder who's making all the money, you or the banks. So where else can you put your money? Well, what about Bitcoin? If you purchased $10,000 of Bitcoin back in July 2010, today it will be worth over $812,000. And that's based on estimates, based on 2010 Bitcoin price, as you can see on the screen. Now, the cryptocurrency space is one of the most exciting and lucrative ways to build wealth and cash flow right now. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies using blockchain technology are the next financial revolution. Governments, banks, and large corporations are all investing in blockchain technologies. Large institutional investors like hedge funds are also investing in cryptocurrencies, and we're waiting for some announcements which should come sooner rather than later this year that is certainly going to accelerate that opportunity for the likes of the hedge funds.
Lee, do you want to quickly just see if I show it from my screen, just whether that's actually working? Let's just try something. So I'm just going to, if you just stop sharing for 2 secs and start. Okay, can everybody now see a slide on a big slide on the screen, or is it black for you too, Lee?
I can see it.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm doing, so let me just skip through. Sorry, folks, we did have a little technical challenge this morning. So, so those just come on recently. That's why it was in small. So we'll just shoot through to where Lee was. It's still, just give me a yes, everyone, if it's still showing these slides on your side. Where are we up to gold, or was it up to?
One more.
Bank?
Keep going. Keep going. One more.
Okay.
One more there, and we're good.
Okay. Here we go.
Now you got the slides. You want to carry on?
I'm more than happy if you want to. Yeah, let's see how I actually designed this presentation. No. Anyway, folks, what we're saying is the total coin market capitalization of cryptocurrencies is growing every year. In other words, more and more people are actually adopting cryptocurrency And we're seeing that volume of total volume in the marketplace is increasing noticeably. And, we've actually been dealing with very large investors in Bitcoin. We're talking about actually hedge funds, banks, and the big end of town. And we're talking about purchasing anything from 50,000 to $500,000 or $1 million Bitcoin. So there are, big players coming into the market, but also the actual mass adoption of the little people in the marketplace as well. So any trend that's heading in a growth, in a process of growth and actual adoption has to ultimately force the price up of those things. And the good thing is that, people who just decided to place some money in the cryptocurrency space have done very well. $1,000 invested in the top 10 cryptos in October 2015 gained almost $7,500 in 3 years. Not putting any more money in, just put $1,000 in, and now that's worth, effectively $75,000. And even though the crypto market last year was pretty rugged, I can tell you the people that we know at the top end of the cryptocurrency space are all saying the same thing. This year, we are going to see good growth with the price of Bitcoin. So how can you make profits with Bitcoin? Well, you can just buy some cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and hodl. It's called hodl, or hold on for long-term gain. And that's the simplest way. Just hold on to it. You can get into mining. Well, mining's not that profitable unless you've got some pretty good technology and very cheap power right now, because the price of Bitcoin has been low, which makes it a great time to buy, but mining's not very profitable. Trading can be risky, does require knowledge and skill and time, and you can make good money trading, but again, you've got to accept it. There's a learning curve involved in that, and many of us don't have the time or the actual capacity to take on more things right now. But what we chose to do and what I've chosen is I recognize that 99% of people are like me. They don't necessarily want to get into the technical side of something like this and learn how to trade, but they'd like to be able to leverage and automate the actual wealth creation process by earning Bitcoin on autopilot. So what I choose to do is I like to leverage the expertise of other people, create wealth, leveraging their skills and knowledge. And I can grow Bitcoin with the ability to stop anytime and withdraw my capital. So I want to minimize my risk, but I want to maximize the upside as well. Now you can take advantage of this opportunity, which offers the following things. Is you can multiply your Bitcoin up to 170% in a year. 170% multiplying your Bitcoin. But the thing is, you can get started with as little as $40. So if you're actual cash poor, or you're actually very risk averse and you're cautious, then you can put your toe in the water, but you can also build that up and obviously put as much as you want. And you can get paid the rewards on that, the actual benefits of that, paid daily in Bitcoin. And you can withdraw daily, just a minimum of $10, and you can withdraw your Bitcoin out. So if you're actually risk averse, you can multiply your Bitcoin, get paid the benefits every day, and as soon as you've got $10 worth, you can suck it out, or you can actually grow it and compound it. So how is this possible? Well, the secret to trading profits is to buy low and sell high. A lot of people in the marketplace will be fear-mongering right now and telling you, oh, Bitcoin's dead. Well, Bitcoin has died over 250 times since its birth, and it keeps resurrecting to a higher place. So you can either listen to all the fear-mongers or realize that ups and downs in price is what allows profit-taking. Buy low, whether it's property, gold, stocks, commodities, shares, or cryptocurrency, and sell high. Now is a great time to buy. And you can leverage licensed traders and brokers using multiple strategies to generate trading profits. So let them do this. They're the experts. This is what they've spent decades doing. And one of the other streams of income is what they call off-the-book Bitcoin trades. That's what we've been dealing with, where large investors are doing actually direct transactions peer-to-peer. One person sends Bitcoin, another person does a bank wire, or whatever. So these are, they're talking about tens of millions, hundreds of millions, even billion-dollar deals. So what are off-the-book trades? As I said, they're peer-to-peer transactions. They're off-the-book transactions, and in fact, with exchanges now, actually more and more exchanges are now opening up what they call an OTC desk, over-the-counter service for these large institutional investors. And think about that. If Wall Street and hedge funds and banks are getting into the crypto space, that should install some confidence and their belief, because they're not stupid. They understand how to make money, and they see an opportunity here. So they can buy large quantities of Bitcoin from miners. There are large mining operations out there who mine these cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and they make their revenue by selling that. So they sell large amounts of Bitcoin. And so you can purchase that at a discount, and then they can on-sell it to providers like Bitcoin, the ATM providers, online gaming companies. And these sort of service providers will have a markup of anything from 5 to 20% on the price of Bitcoin. So there's good margins to be made. The marketing company is founded by people who've created more than 10 companies in 16 years. They've attracted hundreds of thousands of customers globally, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. That's a track record. It's just not their first time experience in running a company. Offices in North and Central America, and in-house IT and marketing team with over 25 years experience. So they're not learning on the job. They have done this before. The trading company is licensed professionals with over 15 years experience in trading Forex and cryptocurrency, working with high net individuals. So in other words, they don't typically deal with the general public. They're actually with clients who would have to have $1 million plus. So you wouldn't even get to talk to these people if you didn't have at least $1 million to invest. Well, obviously we're saying you can leverage that as an actual collective group of people with our marketing company to take advantage of that. They own their own cryptocurrency wallet, their exchange, their own cryptocurrency coin, trading platform, and mining facilities, with offices in Latin America and Mexico. And we're going to talk a bit more about that soon. The BTC pack is the product. It's $40 of Bitcoin. You can purchase as many of these as you want. Half the capital goes to the trading company to basically generate up to 0.66% a day for 365 days, with that capital returned to you at the end of the year. And that multiplies your overall purchase by up to 170% for the year. That's your net outcome. And you always got to focus on not the mechanics of how it happens, but end of the day, what do I get? If I put in $40 worth of Bitcoin, well, if you put in 1 Bitcoin, you end up with up to 1.7 Bitcoin at the end of 12 months. That's a great outcome. And of course, some of it has to be allocated to the marketing company to cover their operational costs and also referral commissions, because the only reason you're on this call is because somebody told you about it. And nobody works for free. We all have to get paid for our time. You get paid daily earnings in Bitcoin, 365 days of the year. And this has been going now for close to 8 months. And I can tell you, every day without fail, and I was there from day one involvement, they have paid like clockwork without fail. So you can withdraw, I said, with as little as $10 worth of Bitcoin, and the potential to earn daily earnings on autopilot regardless of market conditions. What I love about this is people say, oh my God, Bitcoin's going down. Oh my God, look, Bitcoin's going up. Oh my God, Bitcoin's going nowhere. I don't have to worry about what Bitcoin's doing. I still get paid every day, regardless of what Bitcoin is doing. So the next question is this legal and compliant? And every effort has been made to make sure the model is legal and compliant. And they've gone to lawyers who deal with the SEC and the FTC. And these are people who've also worked in the financial markets as well. So they understand. They've designed this product to be actual compliant. But you've got the ability at any time during that 365 days, if you want to push the out button, you just stop the trading and you can withdraw the component that went to the trading company and get it out. So I wouldn't necessarily advise that, because obviously the whole idea is to make a profit. But if you have a situation where you need to get it out, that's okay. And the good thing is that there is actually Bitcoin that's sitting in the hands of the trading company. It actually is going there, and very, very soon there'll be an independent audit actually report every month to show that there are always sufficient BTC under management generating the funds, and that is available for you to get back at the end of 365 days. So you're in relative control of what's happening. You can choose how you want to be involved. you can be the person who just says, look, I just want to buy some packs. I want to multiply my Bitcoin, and I'm happy to get the returns, and that's all I want to do. And you may choose to actually take a percentage of the returns that you make and purchase more packs and compound your results. And Lee talked about that, the penny a day doubling. Same with this. By you basically taking a portion of your profits and reinvesting, you're going to be making more. So you can choose to get started by just getting back to the person who referred you. If you're new on this call today, and I imagine some of you are, they'll share the details of the company and how to take full advantage, get a free account, and then upgrade and buy at least one of these BTC packs and earn your daily returns. And of course, if you like it that much, you want to recommend it to other people, you can actually earn additional Bitcoin as well. So I'm going to hand you back to Lee for a minute, and then we'll keep going.
Thank you, Michael. Before Michael's going to take you through the event, what's going to be happening and why you should be there, and maybe some experiences of his attendance of such events previously. But what I would like to add to this is why is it important today to get started? Why should you be taking action now? Now, very simply, that is because of the momentum. I'd like to congratulate everybody that is on this call. We have over 104 people on the call live currently at the moment. We have well over now 220 people registered for the call. Some are in the UK and Europe and asleep at the moment. We'll be getting the recording within 2 hours of when we started. But the reason that you want to take action now is you want to be going back and getting the link of somebody that has invited you to the call, is because we believe traction has started. We're about to undergo a huge rebranding exercise within 17 days at the global launch in Santa Fe, Mexico. And when you see how people are going to be able to plug into that event, which we're going to show you here, you will understand why so many hundreds and thousands of people are going to be joining this business. The pure nature of the compensation plan is there is a matrix involved. So if you get yourself positioned now and you get your account in, maybe you just want to start until the event comes up. You want to start with a few packs, 1 pack, 10 packs, 20 packs, and then plug into the live event and understand the business in its entirety and get the transparency of how these expert traders are generating the profits to give you complete confidence to then go in maybe for the level that you're really thinking at the moment. But maybe you just want to put your toe in the water, buy a few packs, get yourself positioned, and do that today or tomorrow, and allow everybody then with the build up to the event over the next 17 days to come in underneath you, or to the left or to the right. We can't guarantee that everybody's going to fall in underneath you, but you want more people doing that than you actually falling in underneath them and feeding their account. So timing is important. The sooner you get in, the sooner you get your position locked in, the better. Now, I'm going to pass this back to Michael because I'd like Michael to explain to you his experiences from his visit to the trading rooms, and also to take you through what you can expect to see at the live event in Santa Fe, maybe give you a sneak peek to some of the things that we haven't revealed yet. But I think you'll then listen to him and understand the importance of being there, either via the live event tickets, or we'll tell you another way to get plugged in. Michael.
Great, thanks, Lee. Look, end of the day, it depends on your level of involvement with this opportunity. As I said, but you can look at 2 ways. If you're going to build up and build wealth through this, and you're going to put a reasonable sum of money into this, or you want to actually build a referral network and build up an income that way, either way, you're putting your brand and your brand that you've built for yourself out there in the public domain, and you're trusting these people. So I made a decision in August last year to actually fly to Colombia, to Mexico, and the US, and we spent about 3 weeks in the offices of the trading company and the marketing company, and talking to all the key people involved and asking the hard questions. Why did my business partner and I do that? Because we wanted our own actual personal validation that this was real. And that was at the start when things were just beginning. So that, and for us, one thing I know about that is your own actual personal experience. Nobody can deny that. You've all got your own personal experience in your own businesses and jobs and different aspects of your life, and nobody can deny that. It doesn't mean everyone actually agrees with you, and people may question that, but nobody can deny your experience. the grand launch event in Mexico City, the trading company has actually moved their world headquarters from Colombia into Mexico City because Mexico is very pro crypto, and there's some definite advantages from an international expansion point of view of being there. So this is the official grand launch of the marketing company, but also an opportunity to see the officers of the trading company, to meet the people directly there. Also going to show a lot of transparency about how they generate the profits on these packs. Because at the end of the day, we know in the crypto space, there's a lot of amazing opportunities out there, and there's a lot of amazing scams and schemes as well. That's the truth. And some of you may have actually experienced some of that along the way, or had some negative experiences. So it's even more important to get your own personal validation. So I would highly encourage you to get along to the event in person if you can. If you're in North America, or you're even wherever you are in the world, and we're traveling 24 hours to get there. But my point is, you can watch it on the live stream. But why? Because it's the social validation. It's getting face to face with the owners of the people, the owners of the companies that made this opportunity possible, to see firsthand how the profits are being generated, to meet other people who have been involved with this for maybe a couple of months, but as much as 8 months, like myself, and come away with an experience where when you talk to other people about this, you know what you know what you know. They might not always agree with you, as I said, but they can't deny what you have seen with your own eyes. And that is very, very, very powerful. At the event, we're going to be sharing a lot of developments. This company is actually going through a brand change. They've decided that as part of their, a lot of companies from Google to Apple to Amazon to all the name brands around the world have all gone through actually identity changes over their lifetime to become household names. And there's the same here. So we're going to be rolling out a brand change. We're rolling out new marketing resources and new marketing systems, which Kerry will talk about. There's a lot of exciting things to happen. So it's like, in a sense, a turning point for this company. It's like being at the launch of when Google became Google, or when Amazon became Amazon. We're not trying to say that we're at the same size as that, but it's a turning point opportunity. Because, as I said, for 8 months, this company has consistently delivered the results. The actual commissions have been paid every week. People have been able to withdraw their commissions every week. The packs have paid every day for 8 consecutive months. So that's a good track record. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. If you're getting involved in this, all you want to know is, if I put my Bitcoin, if I trust my Bitcoin with this company, will it be safe? Will I get paid every day? If I do the work and recommend this to other people, will I get paid, and can I access that? That's it. At the end of the day, fancy websites and marketing tools and track histories of owners and the rest of it are nice, but show me the money and let me access my money. And that's, for me, was the important thing. So we're, Kerry Lee and myself and others are traveling to Mexico. We're actually involved in helping do a lot of work with the event. And I can tell you firsthand, there's going to be nothing more powerful for you than to see it firsthand. And I said, if you're going to trust this company with your Bitcoin and your reputation, put it behind this company, wouldn't it make sense to make an investment and be there at the event, to come away with your own videos and your own eyeballs on everything that's going on, so you can come back with a level of the returns are going to keep coming in, and you know exactly how they're being generated, and that it's real, and knowing that the people that are in charge of the marketing side as well actually know their stuff. And they do. They're very experienced and they do know their stuff. So, Lee, I'm going to head back to you, but fundamentally, that's the actual compelling reasons of why I would be at the event in Mexico.
Yeah, that's an outstanding overview. I think, when somebody like Michael's been, he's looked at the trading rooms, came back, and he's all in. I mean, right from day one, there was no, 8 months of trading history and being paid on time. Mike and Chris went there in day one, saw what they saw, and were 100% in, not only for themselves, but to build a team, to share it with others, to make a difference in other people's lives. And everything that they saw, including Kerry and myself, you know, Michael came to us and we looked closely at it. And we've been involved in online businesses for a long time. But I can honestly say to you that there's nothing been equivalent to this. This is so simple. You just buy the number of packs that you want. You go to sleep, you get up in the morning, they've traded them for you, you have your returns. You can withdraw them at any time on any day as long as you have at least $10 of Bitcoin in your wallet. And when you see what is going to be launched at the event, and you are all going to be able to see what is launched at the event live. So please, if you're making a cup of tea or getting your dinner or whatever you're doing, please come back because I need you to answer a question for me. But when you see what is going to be presented, it's just going to get better and better. And as Michael said, there is nothing better than the validation of seeing how they are generating these profits, because it really can only be the one thing that somebody can say to you, well, how is that possible? How are they generating 0.66% or up to 0.66% every day? And when you see what the trading guys are doing, the experts that do it on a day-by-day basis, it's the one missing answer that maybe you have in the back of your mind that you'd like answering. And we are going to do our utmost to ensure that you can see not only the live event, but the traders in the trading room as well. We'll give you more information on that as we go through. I'd like to ask you a question, and that question is as follows, and hopefully my system's working sufficiently that you can see a poll on the screen that says that if we could show you a way to be at the Wealth Boss live event for just $35, would you attend? I'd like you to answer that poll for me with a yes or no. I'm going to let that run through for a minute or so, a couple of minutes, so that you can actually put your information in and we can see these percentages coming in. So please stop what you're doing if you're elsewhere and you've gone off and chatting with a husband or gone to answer the door. Get back and give us your input. It's really, really important, because we want to know that if we have a way of streaming the event live to you, and Kerry's going to take this on to a whole new level in a moment, because if you are really interested, maybe you've not shared with people, maybe you've been concerned about building a network or don't know how to do it, she's going to show you a method in a minute that is going to blow your mind as how simple it's going to be for you to invite others to this event. And when they do that, they can join you. It's very, very easy with a couple of clicks. Well, easy when you know how, like anything. At the moment, I can tell you 86% of people on the poll, I'm not sure whether you're seeing these percentages, 87% are saying yes, they would love to attend the event if they could. I'm going to let that run just for 30 seconds. As Michael said, if you can get to the event, as many are doing, the tickets are available. I'm going to take you into the ticket page in a second so you know where to get it. If you want to get a pen, you can write down the ticket URL. It is simply getmyticket.live. Getmyticket.live. And that will take you through to the ticketing page where all the tickets are available. And what you're going to see, in case for some reason my screen share doesn't behave, you're going to be able to see 4 or 5 different tickets there. There are tickets that you can, we've suggested a donation, and I'm going to talk to you about Meals for Hope. The company and Meals for Hope are heavily integrated. I can tell you Eyeline have got a massive heart, and as many of you know, they've raised, obviously, from the selling of packs alone. Every pack that we've been buying over the last 8 months has provided one meal for a hungry child. They've been, due to the fire damage and other traumas in California, the recent support has gone back into LA, the surrounding areas, Carson City, where 50,000 meals have been given away to hungry individuals. Now, it was quite moving for me, and I think I come from Santa Rosa. I spent 8 years of my life in Santa Rosa, and the fires that devastated that region, not only last year, but again this year in Reading, where people have ended up with absolutely nothing, without a home, etc. It's very close to my heart. And we asked the company whether or not they would be prepared to relinquish the ticket value, or a large proportion of the ticket value, for people attending and they very kindly agreed to do so. So you'll see when you get to getmyticket.live that there is a donation tab. We've just put suggested amounts for you to donate. You can use that even if you're not going there. You can make that donation. You can donate any amount. We're not forcing you to donate $25 or $50 or $100. There are VIP tickets there where we've increased the donation suggestion. It's nothing more than that. But what you're also going to see is you're going to see a ticket that is going to allow you to join the event live via live stream, and you are going to be able to pay $35 for that ticket plus some handling fees, and a percentage of those profits from that alone. We've got to cover all the streaming costs, the camera crews, etc. But a percentage of that will also go to Meals for Hope. There is a major plight in Nicaragua at the moment. Venezuela at the moment, where obviously the economy is in a real difficult state. There is a massive amount of children that are unable to be fed on a day-by-day basis, and we'd like to raise as much money as we possibly can. But most importantly, or not most importantly, but as importantly, we want you to be able to feel the energy and listen to the presenters. And there is a lot of presenters going to be on stage presenting many of the new features of the back office. They're going to be able to take you through the new tools. We have Elify that Kerry is going to talk to you about in a moment, flying in and presenting this new tool, which we'll show you. And so it's an opportunity for you to get involved, get plugged in, and host an event maybe yourself where you can invite others to join you on the day, on Saturday, the 2nd of March from 9 till 5. And we are going to come back to you with more information about this ticket, still giving you access to streaming what we're hoped to be able to do from the trading rooms on the Sunday. So you'll be able to see the trading rooms and the traders and how they work and from where they work and where they generate these profits. I'm delighted to say that over 90% of people on this call, 90 people plus, have said that they would like to have access. So you can now get that access. You can go to getmyticket.live, getmyticket.live. I will put that in the chat in a moment. And that will take you through to a live streaming ticket that you can reserve. I'm going to end the poll right now. Thank you for your participation in that. I'd like to just, if I can, share my screen if it works. Let's go to my desktop, my entire screen. I'm just going to quickly drop into the ticketing page, and hopefully you can see that. Let me know if you can see that, Michael, okay? Now that, if you can see it, is good. Is the event page. So when you go to getmyticket.live, that's going to take you through to this page. You'll see there is a green box on the right-hand side. When you click on that, and I'll try and do that live for you, that takes you through to tickets, and you can see there a host of tickets. It says Wealth Boss Global Launch, $50 donation. It's just a suggestion, but give as much as you can. I'm going to go back to that. I've got a redirect on the go there at the moment. Bear with me a second while that comes back. And then as you scroll down through those tickets, you're going to see that you've got right at the bottom, there is a live streaming ticket that is available for you. I'll just try and scroll down now while I'm talking to you. There we go. And there it is. Wealth Boss live streaming, Saturday the 2nd, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can go in, purchase as many tickets as you want. There is a fee of $3.77, which is to do with the streaming company that will allow us to use their platform to get this feed into you. But it's a phenomenal opportunity. Primary number one is get to the live event yourself. There is nothing like that. And even Michael said you'll buy all the drinks for the weekend. Number two, if you can't get there, then stream it. And we're going to show you a very, very cool way that you can now stream that event and invite hundreds of other people to join you, either live from your own home or by them clicking and getting their own streaming ticket. But let me just add, before I pass you over to Kerry, we have limited streaming capacity. There are 1,000 tickets. That's it, because we do not want to break the streaming and crash it. So we have 1,000 seats available. It is a first come, first served basis. So my advice, honestly, is to get your streaming ticket now. Go to getmyticket.live. That'll take you to this page. Click on the green box. Reserve as many of those tickets as you feel that you want. And then obviously plan around that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And I am going to bring in the lovely Kerry, who is going to take you through how you manage to leverage the live event and grow your business exponentially. Kerry, over to you.
Thank you, Lee. Hi, everybody. I'm just going to, first of all, pop the link in the chat for the event page, because that's what I kind of want to let you know about and how you can leverage it so that it's more personal to you. Business builders out there will understand that people connect with you for a reason, and maybe if it's somebody else's event and their links, etc., they might not be so willing to join that. But if you are sharing it personally, they're more than likely to come in, and also you can invite your whole entire audience. Okay, so Lee is obviously, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, which is fantastic. Lee has already created an event. If you're a bit of a control freak, like myself, and I know there's a couple of others out there, and you want to create your whole event yourself, but actually just copy all of their stuff and just make it your own, you can do that as well. But most people just like to utilize other people's stuff, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to try and share my screen. I've never done this before. This is all very new to me. So your entire screen, is that it? Let's share that. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing the events page?
Yep, we got it.
Yep. Excellent. Okay, so this is the link I've just put into the chat group. This is the event that Lee has created. Now, he's been totally rubbish with this, and I tell you why. He hasn't actually invited anybody. What he's done is taken the link, put it into his group, but he hasn't actually invited anybody to join the event page, if you like, and it's really, really simple to do. So if you click on that link, you can go into the events page like this, and the share button up here, you can invite your whole entire friend list to join your event. What I would do first of all, as business owners, you'll have one anyway, you'll have your own business page. I would first of all click these three buttons here and add it to a page. You're going to send that to one of your pages that you manage. Okay, so my one was Boss Your Own Life. I've already done this. I'm not going to go do it again. But then you just add the event. That's going to add it to your page. If you don't have a page and you wish to invite people to this, then open a page. Very, very simple. Ask Google. She'll tell you how simple it is to open a page. And then you're going to share that to your page. And from there, you can add interest every single day, some posts of what's going on. But the wonderful thing, and it's like Lee touched on there, was that you want to be able to live stream it to your family and friends. So the way to do that is to get your ticket, get your live streaming ticket. You're going to have a link. You'll put that link into your event page on the day, the times of the actual event, and you will host a party. Get everybody in to watch it with you. Okay, so it's a really good way to invite your teams, to make sure they can see it. The social proof is never going to be so amazing as if you turn up. But to be honest with you, I would never have even got involved in this company had Michael not gone to the company in the first place and got the validation for me. So for your friends to get involved, how wonderful would it be for you to show them the social proof? Because then they'll see it. We've got so much social proof out there. We've got the Facebook groups, Earn Bitcoin Daily, where loads of social proof is put on there every day of what people are earning. Like Michael said, we've been paid. I've been involved 7 months, every single day, without fail. I've had my returns every single day. They're fantastic. So the social proof is there. Can't fly. We're going to touch the world to this. We understand that not everybody can do that, but to be able to get that live stream is extremely powerful for not only you, but for your team as well. So just create your own. You don't need to create your own event. Just share the event and then just press share. You invite your friends and you can select. Oh, where's it gone? Here we go. Invite friend. Hopefully this is going to work. That's been super slow because Lee and I are in the same building. And then you select them all and invite them. They will all get a message in their inbox to say they've been invited to your event. From there, it's up to you. You copy what Lee's putting into his event page, you put it into yours, or you can put your own information in there as you wish. But that's the whole idea, is to get that live streaming link into there, so you can host your own little parties when the time comes for the actual event, which is the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So that was that on the event side. You can also, obviously, if it's on your own business page, you can boost that as well, which I do a lot of that. So in order to boost, it is paid, but you're putting it in front of the right eye. So you can select, say, network marketers in America, UK, and Australia between the ages of 25 and 40 that are interested in Bitcoin. You could be so specific. You're sending that out, and you're now getting a whole new audience into your event. Okay, so hopefully that helps you in that respect. Now, going on to the Shuffle Elify, again, that Lee touched on. I'm aware that we don't have too much time, but Lee, could you
show them the card if we can?
If I stop sharing a second, and you could share, are you going to share the?
Yeah, you carry on, take over. What I'll do is I'll bring up the Shuffle card, I'll play the video, and then you can narrate over it.
Fantastic, yes.
If you can let me know when we're good.
It's not there yet. Yeah, I can see that. So this basically is the Shuffle Elify online interactive virtual business card. Okay, this is a new tool coming to Wealth Boss. We're already using it, and we absolutely love it. There's a handful of leaders that are utilizing it. But this has actually been specifically made for the event, so that you can share the event direct from it's basically showing you on a more personalized level. Say, for instance, if you had a business card and you went out and you gave your business card to somebody, it's a hard copy. It's not really going to show much. It's going to show about you and a couple of links, maybe your website, etc. This is your very own interactive online business card. Lee, if you just press play, that this is the way that they've already made this for us to share. Thank you. So that's basically just an overview of one of the videos that's going to be on there. Now, the beauty of this card is it's not set in stone, this card yet. It's just going to be overlooked by a couple of leaders first. But this card is basically can be cloned. Oh, can you hear me? Yeah. This card can be cloned. So basically what would happen, say, for instance, Kathleen said, I want that card because I want to share that out with people. She would then just sign up to Elify. We would then share the card with her. She would clone it and put her own details in, so her own contact details, which is basically goes into your profile, your own contact details. Maybe you want to speak to them on live chat, which is a feature of this. Maybe you want them to email you. You can put that in there. There is so much. The value, the cost of this doesn't nowhere near reflect the value of what we have. It's extremely simple to personalize. You can actually just put your picture on there, and you'll have your own links in there, so you will capture the data. So Lee and I were just having a little play earlier with it. If you was to share your card with your contacts on Facebook, on social media, I use it a lot on Instagram. Somebody clicks on that, you capture their data before they even go any further. So you've got another way of collecting a whole heap of emails, etc. It's extremely measurable because you can watch the activity of where people are watching, how long they've been watching it for. You can ask them questions. How much do you know about Bitcoin? For instance, you could ask them, if I could show you a way to put $40 in and blah, 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 blah. You could ask them anything. You can actually bespoke this to everybody. So there's visible results. This I personally believe it's totally disrupting the industry from business cards, just like, you know, with the taxi to Uber, the pigeon to email. That's email for Michael, because that's like pigeon class for him. But the way that things are disrupted in the industry, this card, because it's interchangeable very, very quickly, you can utilize this. So, say, for instance, I actually had some business cards printed and I forgot to put my name on it. So I can't now just go and write my name on every business card because it looked really unprofessional. But with this, I can change it, and it changes in real time. So this card is obviously not going to be relevant after the event. This is a pre-launch card. But when you sign up to this, you get 10 cards. This will be one of them. Then you can delete it after the event and utilize it for something else. So WealthBoss are adopting this. In a nutshell, they're adopting this. When new people join WealthBoss at the launch from the 1st, they will get a 7-day free trial of using this. Now, if you want this now, you can go and get this now, because you will still be put in to the correct position within WealthBoss as it is at the moment, eyeline. So you can still get it now, and it's fine. It was
Sorry, Kerry, lost you. Maybe just stop sharing the screen. It might just reduce your bandwidth. So while waiting for Kerry to come back, folks, the point we're trying to make here is that timing is always critical. From a timing perspective, you've got a company that was got a 8-month foundation, but about to launch with a whole new brand and actually much better public presence, marketing presence, and website functionality, everything. You've got innovative, cutting-edge marketing tools and systems. This is not about the fact you have to be very technical. It's about the fact that you've now got access to the very best resources to share this in a way that you don't have to do any talking. It's just simply somebody says, well, what do you do? Let me share my digital business card with you. And they can click on the videos and click on the links and everything they need to do. Or what's the actual event all about in Mexico? Well, let me share my digital card with you and have a look at the videos. And they can, or go to your Facebook page where people can basically view this, all the information, and view it live stream. So the point we're making here is that everything is in place for you to succeed, whether that's just simply growing your volume of packs and enjoying the returns every day, or whether that's a case of basically actually building a referral network and earning the actual commissions. I mean, I came in with actually very clear intent to build a referral network with this and earn the commissions that are available. And we also set out with an intention to help people enjoy the returns on the packs. So folks, feel free to give us some love. Why is the name changing? We've explained it in our Facebook group, and more happy to address that. But effectively, it's an actual brand change to ensure that the brand moving forward represents the actual global theme of the company, and the fact that there's going to, as the company grows, it wants to add different layers of products, different things into the mix, and the current brand name confused people a little bit, and we feel that this new brand is a better, the company decided it's a better brand moving forward. So again, Google wasn't always Google, Amazon was not always Amazon. If you pick copy of this, I can tell you 19 of the most well-known brands around the world, and effectively, basically, they were not, not what they are now. They were terrible names, actually. So again, we don't want to go into a lengthy Q&A here. We've been going for close to an hour. There will be an opportunity with more events and obviously get back to the person who referred you. But basically, you'll see a lot of information rolling out, and the event will be releasing a lot of the social validation, things like the audits. The actual law firm will be there at the event and will be showcasing the independent audits they're doing, which will be a feature that will roll out regularly on a regular basis, again, to validate that there are sufficient funds to always make sure that the Bitcoin that's being traded is actually there and being traded, and that and they have sufficient capital to on hand as well. All those links will be there. So again, today we don't want to get into another hour of Q&A. Just my closing comments, and I'll get Lita out a few closing comments as well, is that you should have seen enough today to see that this is a real opportunity. The timing is right, and you can leverage this launch event for your benefit, whether that's just to get your own personal validation or in sense of growing your network with this as well, and feeling more comfortable about that process. But Lee, I'll hand over to you for a few last minute closing comments.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Well, apologies for the technical glitches. Not sure what's going on today. But as Michael said, I think that what you really need to grasp from this is that you have really, I've been involved in a number of companies over the years that have done a rebrand. They've either been bought out by a large conglomerate, and we've always leveraged that in the way that we can. You've got an opportunity here where you've got 2 or 3 things going on at the same time. You have a rebrand, you have a live global event, you have streaming. And for anybody, I mean, what Kerry showed, and I'm not sure quite how far we got with all of that, but what Kerry showed is a means that you can stream, you can use Facebook at the click of a button using the live events page that we've created. You can send that, create your own page or send that to everybody else. And you really can make a decision on how big you want your Wealth Boss business to be. You can do it passively, or, you know, like most people, you've got maybe 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000 friends on Facebook that you can invite to get plugged in and see this themselves. And I believe, as I said this morning on my open call, that I would almost defy anybody that did genuinely watch the live event on that Saturday the 2nd to say that this was not of interest to them. It's $40. You buy as many of you want. You don't really do anything. You let them go to work for you, generate the profits, and you withdraw your profits or you compound them. It's as simple as that. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for making the effort to invite other people here. That's what you need to continue to do between now and the 1st of March. We look forward to seeing as many of you at the live event as we can. Thank you to Michael and Kerry for your time. And we look forward to bringing, there'll be a lot of news and a lot of releases, live Facebooks, etc., happening between now and the 1st. So just get prepared for that. And we look forward to dealing with your questions on a day-by-day basis. Catch up very soon.
The best way to get plugged into the information is make sure, if you're an existing member, that you plug into the Facebook groups and the Telegram groups. So you are plugged in. If you're new and you're going to get involved, plug in. We do have lots of communication going out all the time. There's no shortage of information. So plug in and you'll always know what's going on. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Lee, Kerry. Have a great day, everyone.